tricking. Yeah, we're just in Lacombe here. Oh, every single red light this morning. All of them. Because I'm in a rush. Because I'm a little bit late. Squeeze out that morning turd, you know? Just about to leave and I'm like, oh. That guy just blew that red light. Just came to Lacombe and grabbed the 24 low. But we're going to go out to Drayton rack site there, the river rack site, just at the bottom of the big hill with all the gravel pits there. Pick up some form of septic unit. It must be like a bathroom, shower, emergency shower. Maybe some other stuff in there, I don't know. It's one of those combo units. It's gotta be, if it needs to be on a 24 low. And then we gotta take that to, we're going out to Edson, out to where Cypress's old shop, now BDM 47, I do believe that is, and then go south to Robb, and then on to the, is it called the Robb Road? Robb Hall Road? I can't remember now. It says it on the dispatch. And we're down there 17 kilometers to, I don't know, South Johnson or something. Drop off that nugget. And I think that's it. A couple other guys are going. They're hauling 14 wide shacks from the rack site. I should have been like maybe a half hour earlier. But then I was like, I got a new line yesterday, and then I worked on putting the covered fenders on the back all day. I don't know why it took me so long, but it's, you know, there's a lot going on back there. I'm gonna drill a ton of holes, and then do some welding, then get that conveyor belt flapped over there and try to figure out how I'm gonna exactly put it. I ended up bolting it to the back where it should be, and then draping it over to the front, and then I just kind of pushed it back until I got the right kind of arc that I liked. I would like more, but it's gonna rub on decking on and off all the time, so no need. So got that flashed. First I started out by going to get a new winch line. 220 feet. It was like $1,800 or something. I have a copy of the bill. Got some chain pliers. Got the rest of my tire chains finally. Because the guy that we got them from Continental, and he's like, yeah, the Edmonton shop sent them, and they fucked up. They sent them with cams, because I was like, cams! No! Checked every bag, all cams. And then I got a set of singles. And singles only come with cams, I guess. But I'm like, well, they'll sit on there for like a year before I put them on. And by then they'll be nice and twisted and rusted and, you know. So yeah, we're pretty much fully complete. Like, we had planned that the welder was gonna help me, but then 113 came back and it was all busted up. The slide on the wheel was all cracked out. We have fixed it before. It's basically a highway W900 that's been set up to do heavy duty off, well, you know, it's a typical winch truck, but it's got no subframe from the winch back. So the wheel sits really low, the fenders are really high. There's kind of, they tried to like happy medium to be able to still chain up and still have clearance with your wheel when you're doing, but I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm like, you guys need to put a subframe in this. So the wheel sits higher. fenders can stay where they are, but they keep getting beat up. It's quite a rig up. Like the winch and stuff is fine, but you know, it just keeps getting its fenders beaten to shit because they're too close. It's got like half the gap I got, even though I have a pretty extreme gap. What else? So, other than doing my own tasteful mods, I'm pretty sure this thing is done. It took a little while. Still got to finish the stereo. Head unit's in. That's a must. That's just plug and play. I got like there's an Audi Volkswagen wiring harness. I've talked about this before. I picked it up from Vibe Audio in Red Deer there. Because I asked them, I'm like, what harness? And they're like, wow, it happens to be an Audi harness. I'm like, sick. So I put that in, just directly plugs. No more splicing, butt connecting, trying to figure out wiring diagrams, codes. Because the harness on Kenworth does it. It's not like the purple, green, gray, white, like most aftermarket stereos. So you got to do some other stuff. I used to have the wiring diagram when I did my road train truck because I didn't know about the harness. And I was like, I ain't wasting no money on a harness. It's 20 bucks. Would have saved me a headache. Whoever got that truck got a stereo in the hole that was not wired up. Sorry. But the connector and the plug, everything's there. You just got to reconnect it. What else? No. Oh yeah, we still got to do the second radio, the CB, because I want to use the CB as a PA. I'm going to get a horn mounted on the back headache rack, and the mic will just be hot all the time. And that way you can listen to what people are saying on the radio when you're outside, which is handy on rig moves, and listen to tunes while you're doing stuff outside too. Who doesn't like that? Except for it might be bad for when I'm videoing. Oh shit, I didn't think about that. Oh well. You could always edit it out or shut it off, I guess. I kind of like using it when I'm chaining down. So yeah. We're pretty much good to go. I had blown all the power in the box. After I brought back that 290 on that 24 double drop that I had, that excavator, I was in the yard, I had all the lights on, and it just went pop, and I had nothing. I thought maybe it reset by turning everything off in the console. Did not happen. And then I thought about it in the morning when I was like at home editing. I'm like, shit, because I lost pull-out markers, I lost all my backups. I'm like, what's the chances I don't have power to the winch? I was like, oh, I'm not going to be in the dark, so I'll be all right today. And yeah, came in first. I'm walking up to the truck and I could see a glistening puddle underneath the truck. I'm like, I wonder if it just like, it was a warm day and I was like, maybe the hydraulic oil is too full. This does happen a lot. And it was just, you know, overflowing because it was hot and we needed to take some out. And I look at the puddle, truck's running, it's dripping, like drip, drip, drip. Right as the air dryer goes off and blows dust and dirt right in my face. I was just like, man, how dare you treat me like that? So, needless to say, I was like, yeah, I got no winch power, which was gonna be an easy fix, right? I'm just like, I'll just change the fuse. Okay, I got that handle. And then just not use the backup lights, or use just some backup lights, not all of them. But yeah, then the hydraulic leak. And then, needless to say, I was back in 101 again for that day. I don't think I did any filmaging, because we just did the 400s from that lease where I was running the T-bed. Just hauled a couple loads, 2 loads of buckets, helped the T-bed stand all the buckets at Evergreen there, and went before I went to go home from that. So this truck's down, and then I'm like, we're driving through the dust. I get to Evergreen on my second trip, and I'm looking at the back of the truck. and there's oil everywhere. Like, remember that time that I posted that my truck got gang raped? It was just like that again. There was a rock wedged in between the rear, or the front diff filter and the guard. There's a plate that protects the filter from rocks. A rock was wedged in there and it put a hole in the filter because I was trying to look, but I couldn't figure out where it was coming from. So anyways, I drove it back home from Drayton back to Red Deer, and it's in the shop right now getting love and getting touched up because someone else is going to be taking over it. So that's why I had to like really finish my fenders, get my line on. Now I'm pretty much set to go. The rest is just my own kind of effects. So we're good to go. Carry on.
Your conveyor belt on finally.
Yeah, it took me all fucking day yesterday. A lot of work.
I believe it.
so maybe it's a little heavy. We're almost there. If it was winter and I had a little more trailer, we'd be perfect. But whatever. I don't know who made the decision of like, somebody should kind of know what it weighs. It's an Apex unit, I'm sure those guys know. Somebody lost the flag already after 14 wide check. It wouldn't probably I'd say a mid 40 mid, yeah, probably would have worked better. Or if I had a booster without put too much weight on my drives. So yeah, you almost need to like haul this with 48 just for a little bit of weight. Like you could leave it back, overhanging the booster quite a ways, and then that might work. But then you're pissing around with the booster, which it's not the end of the world. We got to do what we got to do, right? Sometimes it's things that we do. I'm sure there's going to be a bed truck on the location. It could have just pulled it off me, you know, without taking the booster off. But it is gay to booster off to load. Just for me. Yeah, I'm not that energetic usually. Can be done, but whatever. Fingers crossed. We'll just go with it. Because the next thing it'll be like, even if I went and grabbed a Jeep, that's not going to help me. We're not bad. We're almost bang on the front. We're a little over on the front, but not anything to really worry about. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Carry on.
Another night, I fall in your sight. Your new eyes cut sharp like a knife.
the other side of the bridge now. People can come out if they're coming out loaded. I just spun out on the hill after the bridge. It's too soft.
Oh, gotcha. Didn't see it tug that last little bit.
Yeah, I don't know what the rest of the road looks like.
I think that's the only hill there is after the bridge. There's some soft spots all the way to the side.
Is there a bed truck in there?
No.
Oh.
Loaded body shop, even Snovis.
Well, that's no good. I think I'm freezing off my air conditioning. Some bullshit. Turn down a little bit. Maybe it'll catch up. Yeah, it's too soft. It was right at the point where I'm like, oh, I need to grab another gear. I'm not going to make her. And then it just started to spin. Way ass heavy versus drives. And definitely ain't going to be shaking it back right here and scissoring flat. If this trailer even scissors flat. A lot of wheelers do not. So we'll wait for someone to... The grader said he's got a tow strap. He can probably do it. Oh well, whatever. We'll figure it out here momentarily. Okay, that might not be enough air. I'm not gonna lie, it's hot in here. Gerald with Brawler. Checking out. Ladies. Checking out a 9 to 33. Oh, there she is.
Empty tanker 70 on the South Johnson.
I'll just pull out on the road here, back up. You're coming to the 9 to 33?
Yeah, you betcha.
Copy that. Gerald with Brawler checking out a 9 to 33 there.
Need to back across the road across 68. Is anyone coming? Can I? Yeah. I'm up at 71 here. You should be clear this way. Copy, thank you.
Road is soft. Boat anchor on the back here. All those soft spots, I was just bogging right down. And I was in second. 430 gears though, so it's not pleasant to drive in direct, that's for sure. Any other empties coming in on the South Johnson? Got a loaded here leaving 9 to 33?
There's a gator, but I can pull over for you.
You betcha.
Medic, you copy? It was Christy, was it? Just out with sniper tanker coming on the location there. Copy.
It's just always sound like someone on the 1-800 number. So it's definitely a squishy road, hopefully, and it's supposed to rain for like a couple days out here because it's Edson area. It is a little dusty right now. I should have no problems being empty, but a whole lot coming
I'm
in.
across the road here. I'm gonna get loaded 68 South Johnson.
Copy that. Getting loaded. We need you. Yeah, for the most part, some of this is okay, but the soft spots are just, they are soft. Probably fine for tri-low guys. I don't know. I was thinking I had more tires, I'd be alright. Loaded Wheeler, 70, South Johnson. Johnson.
Coming down to the bridge.
Is that Lethal Weapon? Johnson?
What is it, son?
I don't know, sir. But it looks like a giant...
Dick!
Yeah.
Take a look out of starboard.
Oh my God, it looks like a huge...
Pecker!
Oh, yeah.
Wait, that's not a woodpecker. It looks like someone's...
Private!
Yeah, I'm coming up the hill. It's off 68. I'm right over the bridge. Is there anybody behind you?
No, just me.
Have a good day.
You too, and thanks again for the tugging.
Yeah.
Tugging. Why hold the microphone like it's a microphone? Wait, put it on your hat. Oh, man. I guess Morgan's having trailer issues. Or he's overloaded with the 16 scissor. Got a text a while ago. Might have to swap them trailers, so get to the end of the Robb Road here and figure out what's that all about. Never know what this is. Is it just mud or is it a big rock? I don't want it stuck in my tires. That's a big rock. Just get one wedged in between the wheeler and just launch it, land right on my head. Oh, there's another one. Loaded Wheeler, 69 South Johnson. Yeah, I don't think you're really gonna fix these. Yeah, this is some bullshit. I think it froze off. Coming back a little bit now.
I got you clear here, loaded.
Copy that. both ways. 68 South Johnson. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Empty, start back up, 68 South Johnson.
I called both ways, but all right.
Oh, man, you guys talking? Yeah, I'm at the end. Doesn't look too bad back there, but there's some good holes. Just after you go over the bridge and come this way. I'm at one here, like.
As soon as you get off the road, it's soft.
Yeah, sure. If it looks bad, Brian, I can use one this way for sure. Then, yeah. Sorry.
Robb, halt, whoa. Stay on the road. Uh, 67, yeah. I was like, where are we? Most of the roads that branch off just start at where you're branching off the main road. So now, like always, I have a habit of pulling off and calling 0. And then I get to the first marker, it's like, yeah, 68. So you should just call, you know, off the Robb Road onto the South Johnson. Loaded low, boys, 67. Yeah. Okay. I'll let you know what's going on here in a minute.